And go. Alright, so this is a new slot car table build video. Yeah. I am adding 9 volt, 1 amp power supplies to each lane, and I made a dummy proof polarity switch because apparently you can't get double pole, double throw switches anymore in the stores. Most of what I'm doing is over there, so you're not really going to be able to see it. But I drilled some holes, and I'm putting these posts. They're just like M4 screws or something. They're steel posts, and I'm putting these little crimp connectors on them. They're little round eye bolt connectors, and they that will that will be the that's the lane polarity, right? Like that's where the lane comes from. So first I'm building that, and I'm building those posts over there. I found this wire. I thought it was two, but it's got 4 wires inside of it. So that's really helpful. Two for each lane. Got a green, white, and a red, white, I think, or a red, whatever, red and brown, green and brown, red and white. There it is. So I mark the lanes separate. So I go on and make sure I got my lane 1 and my lane 2, and I start to put those connectors on there. I make sure they can fit in the screws. But yeah, that was pretty freaking effective, I have to say. I didn't expect those alligator clips to go, but you'll see a little more of it in the future there. So I used some fishing pliers to make it work, because I got a lot of tools, but not always the right one, and I guess that's okay. The thing about this is I'm also adding. Okay, yeah, there's the polarity switch. You grab your alligator clips and you can switch them, and that's the initial idea. It looks like this underneath, just generic stuff. Um, there's my dog. He's cute. And now I begin to do the power connector thing. And so what I was saying is that this was a 6 volt track, toy grade track, and I wanted to up the voltage, so I found 2 matching power supplies, one 9 volt, they're 9 volt, 1 amp, and so I began working, and the power circuit goes into a connector, the XT60 connectors. They'll be guitar connectors later, and then the power goes directly to the track, and the ground goes through the trigger on this setup, and then I soldered the alligator clips directly to the lanes, and I eventually eliminated all those other wires. And that way you can, they're isolated, and you can just control one at a time. Or it's funny, you can connect all the alligator clips to one side, one power supply, and control it with both triggers, which is nice. And switch the polarity and everything. So I got it ready to test, and I built my little test track. I wish I could build it all the way around, but that one piece isn't. I guess I could just solder. So here's the circuit. It goes in the power supply, and then it splits up to the trigger, and then it goes directly to the power, or to the track from one side, and then to the trigger from the other side. And then the trigger is just a variable resistor, basically. And the one that I built after this video blew up, so I don't know if it's the 9 volt power supply or the way we go. But after you get all that worked out, it goes directly into the polarity switch, and it's going to be all under the table, of course. And then the drivers can come over here and just swap their lane. And this is really cool because we built a couple of custom fan cars that go the wrong way, and you can flip them around or race against each other, do butterfly motions, whatever. So here's me plugging in the track for the first time, and in true form, my car is backwards, even though the arrows are right. So there she goes in the one direction, and you can flip it around. You just grab the little clippers over there, and yeah, it looks a little tight. I might have to do something about that. And then you can go in the other direction. My fans are, or my brushes are a little wacky on that. So then the fun parts. I built this little thing. It's got like tiny whip motors on it, and it's a little Hot Wheels Batman car. I found some spare brushes in the kit that I had and just glued it all together. Thought it'd be a fun project, and lo and behold, it goes. It's kind of neat. That one's heavy, but I built this one. This one's a little speedster, and it goes pretty okay, actually. On the other track, we were able to complete the whole thing. So that's what I did today. I hope you enjoyed it, because I had a blast.